Shout out to Yummy Gummy, first one in the building. Shouts out to Miss Amelia, was almost first. Yummy Gummy won it tonight.
Wish you would.
Welcome everyone.
Wish you would.
Welcome. Good to see you guys. I'm just trying to get everything together here real quick. Shouts out to Miss Christina pulling up in the building. Great to see you guys again this evening. We're going to talk about a few things. I haven't even had a chance to reach out to the other part of the crew. If they come on, they come on. If they don't, we'll miss them. Yep, on time tonight. We're going to do like a little something tonight. Then we're going to bounce. We can't carry it long tonight, but next week, I promise you, it's going to be a different flow in the show. Whether it being the Brutally Honest Rap Show, it's going to be a different setup. And this show here, Conversations and Creep with Sweet Mama G, it's going to be different.
Wish you would.
Just trying to get everything set up. We got Yummy Gummy said,
Wish you would.
lost Christina, give somebody else a chance to be. That was Lord, not lost. Okay, well, whatever it was. But as we get things popping off, whoever, you don't have to cam up. Actually, I'll put it up there right now. Hold on 1 second here. There you go. The link is in the screen. But meanwhile, let's just try to ask everyone to see where their mental state is today. That's important because we living in a world today that just 5 minutes ago feeling really good, and then 5 minutes later, you know, it just gets crazy out here. So you know, having that question for everyone to share their mental state right now is definitely, you know, something that we would like to know, and maybe we can make one another feel better through the show. You know what I mean? Miss Amelia, thank you. Said she's a 5. That's good to hear that you're a 5. That's what we like to hear. Yummy Gummy say hi, Amelia, and Yummy Gummy say hi, Marla. Okay. Now, Miss Marla.
Hi, Gummy.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just going to ask you, can you say something so we'll make sure that we can actually hear you? Yeah, we're going to get the show started here as we go on. Going to get started.
What's your shirt say?
What my shirt say?
Yeah.
Well, the top numbers I ain't gonna read because it's almost like a IP address almost. But basically, Carl Lagerfeld, it was a gift
From your son or somebody?
Now we digging too deep now.
You always in my business.
We're digging too deep now.
I'm just playing great.
Yummy Gummy said, hold on, this thing keeps popping up. Yummy Gummy said, 5 for me. I feel accomplished today, excited and sad and blessed all in one day. Wow, that's amazing. It's like that sometimes, you know, here in this world. Hold on here. We have the crew. We got Miss Christina back in the building this evening. Hello, Miss Christina.
Hello.
Oh, we also got Miss Leslie in the building as well. Thank you guys for showing up again. We got Missouri in the building. We appreciate you guys. Now, I haven't put this up yet, but the topic right now is Friday relationship checkup. And what we're going to do is check up on our mental state and also see what's going on and make sure the relationship. Yummy Gummy I don't share my business. I mean, we can't be doing that in
You
podcasting.
always in our business.
Oh no, 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 no. I'll tell you guys
Shame the
any
devil. Come on.
anything y'all want to know. All right, so okay, so this is how we're going to start off tonight. Like I said, Friday relationship checkup, right? And as a matter of fact, let me do this before we get started with that because and I forgot to open it up. But how is your mental state this evening, Miss Christina?
It's good. 5.
Okay, so you're a 5 as well. That's good to hear that. Give us 2 reasons why you feel as though you're a 5.
I mean, because it's summer. My birthday's in the summer.
Nice. Okay.
And then I just had a good day.
That is fair enough, for real. That's good news to hear. And hold on one second, guys. I'm just trying to send this link out. I'm multitasking a little bit here. All right. So now, how about you, Miss Leslie? How's your mental state today?
I would say I'm a 5.
Okay, another
Yeah.
5. That's good to hear. What makes
I have a
you
lot.
a 5?
I have a lot of positive things going on right now in my
Awesome.
life.
Very,
And
very awesome.
my health is good.
Good. That's definitely something to feel like a 5. You know what I mean? Okay. For me, I'm a 5 as well. I understand in life that we're gonna have some bumps in the road, but it's how we get over them is that matters. You know what I'm saying? We can run into a bump in the road and it could stumble us, or even if it stumbles us, just get up and get over the bump, get over that hump in the road. So, and that's the best that we can do these days. So, once again, I appreciate you guys for being on. But now I'm gonna start here.
Craig, you didn't ask me for my mental health.
I was just about to ask you,
I'm pretty sorry.
how's your mental state today, Miss Marla?
Better than what was that? Yesterday? Well, it was yesterday because you came on. It was supposed to be for Wednesday show, but you came on yesterday. But it was good. I mean, I had pretty much great week. My son's out of school, so that means he was gonna work my nerves a lot. But hey, it's his own. But work was fine, and that's pretty much it.
Well, that's good to hear. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear you guys doing well, and and not in a bad place. So now, hold on, I'm gonna have to jump back on this. So we're gonna start off. This was one that was put there where we want to talk about green flags, right? Okay. Green flags are positive attributes you notice in a potential partner. Some examples of green flags in a relationship include, let's start off with this: respecting boundaries. Miss Christina, Miss Christina, do you think respecting boundaries are important in a relationship? But before you answer that, hold on one second. Got my cousin in the building. What's up, cousin?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hold on, let me fix this real quick. I'm trying to fix this. Hold on one second. Okay. Hi. Hold on one second. Okay. Now I think we can go. All right. Boom. So hold on. We have another one. Hold on one second. Let's get a hand clap. We got Yummy Gummy in the building. Hello, Yummy Gummy. Thank you for joining us. Can you say something to make sure we can hear you?
Good evening.
Okay. Your phone. Say something, cuz. Let me see if I can hear you different than I hear her.
Hello.
Okay, yeah. Something it's coming out only that. Can y'all hear her? Let's just make
It's
sure
an
that
echo.
it's an echo on your
Yeah.
phone. You may have something turned up too loud. And plus it's only coming out of one ear on mine.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I was muted.
No, I'm saying when you're talking right now, like we're echoing.
You're echoing.
Okay, I'm echoing. Okay.
Everybody echoing. It's part of Yummy Gummy.
Yeah,
Log out and come back in.
yeah, log out and come back in. Miss Amelia said the real MVP in the building, sweet mama G. Hold on now.
Y'all remember that? No, y'all too young to remember. Bruh. Who should do that, y'all?
Mandible Festa. That little fat woman, Mandible Festa. The what Eddie Murphy and she did that one I cannot think of her damn name right now. But I'm trying to say Nutty but Fester or something like that.
No.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
Lil Wayne.
Well, she did that too, though.
No, we talking about old school, not that new modern crap.
Oh, okay. I never know. I'm sorry. Excuse the hell out of me.
Hey, you're dancing to the Little Rascals, girl. The Little Rascals.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
forgot.
I remember that.
Mhm.
But can I ask you a question, Miss Marla?
Oh Lord.
Can you
Oh
say
Lord, what Creek? Don't start that nonsense.
nutty nutty
Shut
one more
up.
time?
No, because my thing was echoing and it was a little steady in the mid. Shut up, Creek. Don't start with me. Bye, Felicia.
All right. So now cuz we're starting off with green flags. And I'm gonna reread it here so that you can understand everything that we getting ready to go into, right? All right. We're going to go into green flags. And they are positive attributes you notice in a potential partner. Some examples of green flags in relationships include respecting boundaries. And I think it was Miss Christina, right?
Hmm.
Is respecting boundaries important?
Yes, because if you don't have boundaries, then you just let the person walk all over you.
Good comeback, Christina. Yeah. How about you, Miss Leslie?
Yes, definitely. Boundaries are important. I found myself, I work on boundaries with my family all the time, but sometimes I find that I also don't respect boundaries. And I really try hard to like think about that, but sometimes it's hard.
So you find respecting boundaries hard sometimes?
No, I think more so with my family, like my mom. Right now I'm going through a lot with her.
Okay.
And so I mean that's not exactly that's a relationship, but not a romantic relationship. So
Okay. All right. Miss Marla, respecting boundaries and your relationships. Do
Yeah, you have to.
huh?
I mean, you have to set the tone for certain. You have to set a tone. Setting boundaries. It don't matter is your personal relationship or your business person relationship or your friendship um, relationship. So you have to set the tone, and you have to. What's the word I was looking for? I can't think of it right now, but you just have to set each relationship you have to set boundaries.
Okay. Yummy Gummy, are you there? Yummy Gummy? Hello? Hello? Probably gonna have to log out and log back in again. Oh,
Hello?
it's echoing again. Okay. So all right. So yeah, respect and boundaries really it's definitely important in a relationship. And at the beginning of a relationship, you need to find out what is the person's boundaries so that you make sure you don't step past their boundaries, that line. You don't want to get stepping past the boundary line, basically. So
I
also
was gonna,
huh?
oh, I was just gonna say, that's what I was gonna say. Like, communication is important. Like, if there's a boundary that someone just overstepped, you have to say, hey, look, this is a problem for me, and work through it. And you got to have a little bit of tough skin and not get upset if somebody lets you know that there's a boundary that they crossed.
Okay.
You
Right.
get what I was
And
trying to say?
yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Um, okay, so cuz how about them boundaries? Are they important in any of your relationships?
So I'm a boundary type person. I think we talked about that a while ago. Um, but each level can be different and it can be changed or tweaked at any time. But for the most part, just setting boundaries. Like one of my big things is don't roll up on my house unannounced. I don't care who you are, from parents on down to whoever. I don't. You can be right on the other side of the door. I can be right in here. That's one big thing because my privacy is really big for me. And my mental health, is good. So I may not feel like being bothered with people, and you're gonna get that. I don't feel like being bothered. But setting boundaries in the beginning is kind of more harder with, let's say, per se, your mother, because one, you don't want to disrespect her. You could try to say, but my mother, she's not modern to anything that we're talking about. So if I say, I feel this way, and she just go right back to the original statement she made. So she don't care about no boundaries. But I've had to teach, like I take a meditation time, a certain time of the day, try not to call me, or sometimes I lift boundaries, depending on what it is. But for the most part, you got to be consistent with people.
I agree with that, cuz. Definitely agree with that. Hey, Yummy, are you there? Let's see if it
I
works.
am.
There we go. There we go. Now we can hear you loud and clear. All right, cool. 1 second again. Hold on. Hold up. Give him a hand clap.
What that say?
Durr.
Oh, I thought it said down.
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
What's going on, Darren? Thank you for coming through, stepping in. We were talking about relationship boundaries at the moment. Now, as you just coming in, do you require do you have any boundaries, for a new relationship, or when when you first meet somebody?
Well, I got to say everything gonna play out for first when you meet somebody because if she wants a relationship, because I look at it like this: if the woman wants a relationship, she already see my value, and for me to accept a relationship, it's gonna be some guidelines and some boundaries. Because I'm looking for like a wife or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to accept a wife.
Okay.
So, of course, no male friends, of course. I'm the same way too, and then we both have to be like spiritual too, religious. For the most part, believer in God. They're just the basics.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So have you ever been married before? I can't remember.
Yeah, I've been married before. I was really young when I got married.
Okay. Was it? I'm not trying to dig into your marriage and the reason why, but what was the reason why? If you want to share, if you don't want to share, it's cool.
No, I could tell you. You guys mean anything? It was over beauty because, and then she was international. She was Jamaican, and she was older. She had a bachelor's degree and stuff. I mean, I was working like a regular job at the time. It was just something different though. She was real feminine and caregiving, and always want to be up on me and stuff like that. So that's what I like. I like what she was showing me.
But what made you guys kind of break apart?
Well, she works a lot. That was the issue. She worked too much, and when I try to teach her certain stuff, and she like telling me like, no, I got it, and she ended up doing stuff on her own. Like she bought her own car and stuff like that, and she making decisions on her own without me. And then she started hanging out with her friends. And she just be tired to come home, work all the time, and be tired all the time.
So basically, did you find that as a sign of disrespect or stepping over your
Yeah.
boundaries with that?
Well, there wasn't no structure at the time. I was like young. I also had, some. I mean, I was at fault in that relationship too. I'm not gonna lie. I had women and female friends and stuff. She had a guy friend. I found out about it, and then she found out about me. So we both was kind of like messing up our relationship together, though. So it ain't just one side.
So wasn't you one of the nights when we were on here that was against the female having male friends?
Well, like I was on the one the show, but I don't. When you meet somebody and stuff, you generally want to be cool with people. I really don't have anything against it. It's just when they want relationship for the man. That's why it's best for a man to not ask for the relationship
Mhm.
because the woman is the woman would be ready when she want to be with somebody. She willing to give her everything up out of respect
Okay.
just to be with that man or whatever. She got to see that. She got to see some type of value in you for her to make the whole focus to be focused on the man, which is you.
So do you
Like
think? Go ahead.
your value have to be something to where you got to make her life more easy, make her life more better, and in all areas. Not because of materialistic things, a car and jewelry and purses and stuff. It got to be in all areas of life.
Hmm.
But she got to be able to want family though. It's better for a woman that want family, and what's gonna be the best benefits for the family for all of us together.
Right, but okay. So do you feel that now, after all that was going on, you didn't feel respected from her, or valued,
We we
valued
both
or
we both
respected?
we both was at it wrong though. We both was at it wrong. I was doing wrong too. I wasn't. It wasn't just one side like I was saying. So I really couldn't even say because I was doing my thing too. I was still young. I was like 21. I
Okay.
still have some growing up to do because I wasn't taught by someone like I didn't see my mom with my biological father on how the relationship. I had a stepdad, but I also see them argue all the time. So there wasn't no structure on how the relationship when I was growing up. I had to learn that as I got older, like in my
Okay.
late 20s, my 30s.
Okay. Understood. Yummy Gummy, you there?
I am.
Okay. So what do you think about the boundaries?
I guess it depends on, for me, it depends on where you are in the relationship, really. There probably should be clear boundaries from the get go, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I've been in relationships where there were no boundaries, and I've been in relationships where there was very harsh, hard line boundaries. So, I think that the boundaries for me lie somewhere in between hard line boundaries and no boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but I agree with for the first time ever in something Darren said. If a woman sees value in a man, she will give up everything just to take care of that man, and she will go by the boundaries that he has set.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Because you
So
gotta
what do you mean by
go ahead.
what do you mean by give up everything?
Like,
Ba-
I'm
Okay.
not going to go out with my girlfriends and hang out in the bars, or I'm not going to have guy friends, or I'm not going to, be out hanging out at the Waffle House at 1 o'clock in the morning, or, doing things that I know that are disrespectful to the relationship. I'm going to be respectful to the relationship and what do we call it? Do that interview process because I see value in him. So I'm going to do what I need to do for him to see value in me. And
Okay. Yeah.
that's
I
what I mean.
yeah, I understand.
Okay. Let's go to this next one here. The next one is communication. And we've done this before with the communication. These are green flags in people. So effective communication is a key green flag that can turn any beige flag green. What kind of communication were you looking for in that woman, Darren?
Well, for one, we got to be able to agree on what we doing or whatever. So somebody have to be a leader of their relationship, or either somebody have to be the breadwinner of the relationship. But when getting to know each other right off the rip, so communication. So if we talking and we supposed to make plans to go on a date or whatever, and we said if we make plans, definitely plans, we have to stick to the plans. If something come up, I need to know. If I'm calling you and say, hey, meet me here at this day and time, and I'm calling to confirm, that means I stop doing what I'm doing. I already had plans for us to make plans for us. But if there's no communication there, then I'm not gonna take you seriously. That means that you really don't respect my value. You don't respect me as an individual.
Okay.
Because
All right.
sometimes women have so many options with guys though, but sometimes they don't know if all the guys gonna have the same equality, like for us, equivalent to all the not all men are the same on when it comes to like quality. I mean, you can always have quantity of men, but it might be some BS. But sometimes some women would think man might have more value because he had more stuff, but it all depends on how that man treat that woman. If just because you got and she currently
Hey, Darren, your signal is breaking up.
can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Women usually have a lot of options with so many guys or whatever. So every guy is doing the same thing. They want to take these women out, and sometimes women will have like three guys that have good paying jobs and have their life together and stuff. And sometimes it's hard for her to pick and choose. And if same thing with me. If I have like three women that I'm trying to get to know and talk to, you have to communicate and plan things accordingly. Like for this day only, okay, we're gonna communicate. We're gonna talk and see how things turn out and vibe.
Let me ask you this. You use the word options, right? Now,
Hmm.
do you ever notice that do you get upset if a woman tells you that hey, she has options? How do you feel when she tells you that?
I don't. Why would I would get upset when a woman have options? There's other women out here that don't even talk like that.
Okay.
That's just like saying a woman on social media with her butt turned just to get some views and likes or OnlyFans. There's no respect in that. When women have options though, it's like a turn off for a man because she letting it be known that she dealing with other men. So you can't be able to have an emotional connection and per bond with a man if you have options with all the other men. You're not supposed to let that be known. You're supposed to keep that like secret.
So
It's like you rubbing it in somebody's face. That I got options. I can get anybody I want and whatever like that. And you have to bow down to what I am, what I'm doing. But are those options are quality options? Anybody can meet somebody and tell you they want to get to know you, but they're just trying to smash and have sex and leave you.
let me ask you this. So straight to the point, because I'm gonna ask you something else.
Hmm.
Does it upset you when they say that.
It shouldn't have. See, that's another thing. A man shouldn't be upset. No, like, 'cause that show weakness in the man emotional. A man shouldn't even be emotional. It should be emotionalist. Because a woman can never figure a man out, and he being mysterious. Like, okay, she's saying that stuff. He just was like, he don't care. Okay, is she telling him that she had option? Then that right there shows that to him that she's not interested. Because a woman who's really interested don't want to mess up her chances up. That's just like saying, well, I got a better paying job. You know, this company is paying me good money. You ain't gonna pay to that company. They're gonna let you go. You don't want to show your hand on what you're doing and mess it up for you. If you see value in something,
your phone breaking up again. But the reason why I asked him that is because I've noticed even on the show, if a man says that he has options, it blow a lot of women's wig off. I mean, I mean to say wig, lid.
But it's kind of like saying you're replaceable.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but
you are.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't like a man is. It's no different. Both sexes are replaceable.
That's where I was going at with it. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The thing about that is that Darren was right. That, you know, a lot of times he's showing his feminine side when he lets that affect him to start saying, well, you know, and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, it weigh out your options then. You know, but I'm telling you, a lot of women, and I ain't got to tell y'all because y'all know, get upset if a man was to say, talk about his options. Women had options years and years and years ago, but like Cuz said, on both sides, but more so women. But now it kind of changed a little bit, because now if there's a good man and you know he's a good man, of course he has more options, but is he sitting there bragging about it and all that stuff? He's bragging about it, then he's not that guy. He's abusing his optionship, if I'm going to say it, but he's abusing it, you know. So, nobody should be saying it, you know what I mean? But if they have options, great, whatever. All right.
But even if they don't say it, you should always have in the back of your mind, you're not the only person. Or you could be, but they still have options. You should never think you the end all or be all, especially not when you beginning and working, with someone, working through trying to get to know somebody in the beginning stages. You should never think, oh, well, he picked me off of Tinder, whatever site they be on, and he's the only one I'm talking to all day. Nah, typically not. You're probably number 5 on the good morning list. Good morning, sexy, beautiful, whatever.
To be confident and patient and just know that, yeah, there are other options. And if you're the right one, then it will be.
Right. So, on to the next. Oh shoot, should have had it open. My bad. The next one is I'll tell you what, we're gonna skip some of them because we've done them quite a bit on here. Now, what about collaboration? A positive vibe of collaboration and regard when you're together is a green flag. Can y'all feel when y'all with the right guy or whatever? Can y'all feel the collaboration really like feel good? You ever felt that, Cuz?
It feels good, not only good, but it feels smooth. It's a no-brainer. It's not stressful. You don't have to, it's just go with the flow. It just all fits into pieces when you flow together.
Yeah, you don't have to walk on eggshells.
Not only eggshells, that you kind of moving in the right direction with that person, because you start, sometimes if you get a good partner, even friend, you just look at them, they know what you're saying by look. You could be in a crowd, you look at them like a certain type of way and smirk or smile, whatever. So that means you're vibing, you're connecting with that person. And that's, the majority of what you want to have that energy with a person. If you always have a negative feeling, then it's always going to be negative. But if you feel that positive feeling when you're around that person, it's going to keep building upon that trust and that value, as we saying.
Right. I agree with that because and I think somebody, it just feels good. It feels natural. It feels organic. So, and that's the important thing. Have you ever had a relationship like that, Miss Christina? It felt good. It felt organic.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that's what you're looking for now, or?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure every woman is looking for that, and every man also is looking for that. So that's nothing definitely unusual, but it definitely is hard to find. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of people are going through it these days, and it's it's pretty tough. Pretty tough.
But can I ask a question?
Sure. Go ahead.
When we're answering, can we use more of I statements?
You're welcome to do all of that.
All right.
So now conflict resolution. A partner who approaches conflicts calmly and respectfully and works together to find solutions demonstrates healthy conflict resolution skills.
Mm.
That is a wonderful thing. Sometimes I think, I'm speaking like for women. Sometimes y'all should go back and think whoever did that. You know what I mean? Because it's a rarity a little bit this time, these days. So, it's the best thing to do is to approach things calmly. I find myself sometimes flipping off the wig, but I try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Because I deal with a lot in a day. Shouts out to Butter Knife Haircuts in the building. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for coming through. We talking relationships tonight, and you're welcome to get in on it. So definitely. Yummy Gummy. Have you ever experienced the getting in dealing with somebody who approached things calmly? How does that make you feel? Shouts out to Henry McKinney. Thank you for coming through. Says, what's up, everyone? Darren cooking tonight. Yeah, he off the chain tonight. He doing a little something tonight. Could you hear me, Yummy Gummy?
I did. I was waiting to finish. I actually have a lot to say on that subject. The conflict resolution is probably almost as bigger than having communication. You got to have good communication skills to be able to get to conflict resolution. Number one. Number two, both people have to be willing to work on the resolution. And usually a resolution consists of a compromise. And when someone in the pair is not willing to compromise, it generally will cause some friction, and that's not healthy. So you always have to try to find that common ground so that you don't have any friction between the two of you. Never, ever, ever leave anything unresolved. My grandmother told me one time, and she told me a lot of different things, but my grandmother told me never, ever, ever leave anything unresolved. To resolve it, talk about it, resolve it, whatever it is, make the compromise, do what you got to do to get the resolve, and then never speak of it again and leave it alone. In other words, don't hold
Or keep account of injury.
Yeah. Don't
It's
keep
like
account of the injury. Exactly.
yeah.
So,
So
and then right on the flip side of that, I've been with my ex-husband who was a horrible, horrible person. He didn't know how to talk to people. He was mean. He was, very um verbally abusive, uh, along with all the other any other kind of abuse you can think of. But when it came to conflict with him, I didn't have any respect for him. Like, he could say something crazy to me, and I'd tell him to, stick it up his bum real quick, or F off, leave me alone. Because I was the breadwinner. I was going to work. I was taking care of the house. I was taking care of the kids. So I had absolutely no respect for him whatsoever. Now, in a new relationship over here, I have another whole different situation. And now, if that person speaks to me, even raises a voice to me, I am quiet, and it hurts my feelings to hear him speak to me that way. But I believe that's because I have more respect for him than I did my ex-husband. So it's there's a lot to conflict resolution, and I believe that you got to have a whole lot of respect for each other, and you got to be able to have that communication skills, and you got to want to and be able to compromise when the conflict comes up so that you can resolve it.
Okay. Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you. Darren just put in the comment section. Good men who built themselves up with a lot to lose want positive outcomes. That's very, very, very true, Darren. Thank you for that. And since we're talking about conflict resolution, we can add this to it. How couples make a way to make up. How about that? Because have you ever been in a bad, like, let's say, have you ever been like in a relationship, right? And then y'all get into like this little beef, but it goes on for days and then a week or whatever, and it's hard to get up out of it because you just can't swallow the pill just yet. Have you ever been in something like that?
Yeah, between me and you, yeah.
Bruh. Oh my goodness.
Got him! Got him!
All right, cuz, all right.
Well, if it's a romantic relationship, you could just be romantic.
So it depends on, some people, like Yummy was saying, can ease you into resolution, or some people make it painful for a resolution. It depends on what they come with, their attitude, and what the resolve is. Some people like to make it challenging for you when it comes to resolving issues, just because they feel like they can do it. And then you have some people that's real easy going, laid back. They may agree with you just to get it over because they don't want to hear your mouth. And then you have some people that's truly invested in the resolution. Because you have some people that, okay, let's resolve, let's go out. And there's some people that, okay, well, let's work through it. Because you can see sometimes how fast the resolution is, but they really just want you to get off their back. So you have to watch people. You have to watch
it
people.
off, and it's not genuine.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they just want to get it done because they tired of hearing you talk about it, or they know it's causing a friction in the air. Let's say in a household, or she's not cooking me nothing to eat, or you're not washing his dirty drawers, or you're not talking. You walk around just giving side eyes. They're like, I'm tired of this. You know what I mean? So
hold on one second. Shouts out to Kay Marino. Thank you for coming through. Hopefully, would you please go ahead and subscribe to the channel? We're trying to get it built up. Go ahead, Darren. Because I was going to say something. I'll say it after you get finished.
Man, I forgot what I'm about to get ready to say. Well, it really depends on who. That's why it's best for a man to be a leader and have everything. But usually, most of the men live with women, so it's going to be arguments and fights all the time. Now I can see if there's children involved, there's going to be an argument about children. Oh, you need to watch it when you do this with the kids and spend more time. I get that, but like a regular relationship or whatever, I mean, it's somebody have to lead that relationship. It shouldn't even be no argument. everything should have been known from the beginning. Because once a man start arguing back and forth with a woman, she naturally gonna lose respect with him because she don't see him as a masculine man anymore.
And see, that's a trap that a lot of men have to pay attention to. I'm telling y'all, it was funny because I had this conversation the other day when everybody saw the Diddy Cassie video, right? And Diddy's a billionaire, right? To me, this is my opinion, Cassie was not all that, right? But in Diddy, and y'all might not say he all that, I don't know. But what I'm saying is it's not about looks or nothing like that. But he could have went anywhere and pretty much had any woman he wanted.
Oh,
in the
man.
States, out state, huh?
Go ahead.
In the States or out of the States? I wonder what smart she said.
I said, oh, man.
Oh, yeah. See? All right, good. That's true. So to my point is that he let himself get to a point where she apparently started stealing his masculinity. And he was arguing and now kicking and stuff like that. You don't let yourself sink to that, men. And not, you know what I'm saying? Don't let yourself go there, or else you're going to find yourself on national TV apologizing and then now facing whatever the case may be. Sometimes don't get yourself into that.
She was not the first woman, as you say, demasculate. He was already on the other side. See, when we talk about this scenario, and I don't want to talk because it's so much on it, there's so many other elements to this story than just her. Long before she was in the 2000s, you got to go all the way back of the day and how he started off and
Mary
why
J.
he came.
I mean, I was just
Before
using
that. Remember, he was a dancer for Father MC. If y'all back then, he was in all the parties. And how are you gonna? Then he internship for Andre Harrell. If you want to go to backdrop, so Cassie was not the first person. She was the one that's gonna get that money. And don't think that white man she married to didn't, see how we gonna get some money, because who is he? And
well,
now y'all broke with these
they already settled. Settled.
Yeah, we know that, but I'm saying now you coming out. All this stuff, we don't know all the elements behind it, so it's kind of hard for us to say. The only thing we can talk about is the people that's on the screen in real life, because that's a whole nother element. When you make that money, you make them choices. Those people get people for whatever, she might not be all that, but she might have been doing something he wanted her to do, and we've seen those stories. We talking about real life people on here, because all that stuff is money behind it and everything else. And even what leading, people keep talking about, if the man is leading, you still gonna have issues and concerns, whether he's leading you or not, that you have to resolve. So saying the man's a leader is not gonna mean you're never gonna have a situation where you need to resolve. That's just not logical. He could be a leader, but it's how he reacts shows his leadership skills.
I agree with that, but I was just talking about that incident and how men get themselves into situations like that, and now you're on TV apologizing, and
that was fake. That's media again. It's so much more elements you see coming out about that. That's them rich people problem. We on the regular folk problems on here. There's so much more people than paid out behind the scenes and front of the scene. Down the road, we're gonna see what the true story is behind that, as far as why that came out that particular sign. But we talking about real life people issues here.
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, he just got himself in a bad place, but that's why you just don't do it that way. Now, as I was saying, how do couples make a way to make up? First, give each other space. Take time to calm down before or after the argument. Can you agree with that?
Definitely agree. Because when people say some things in the heat of the moment, that's when you know a person's true feeling. Like they said, when people have that liquid mouth, they tell it all. It's the same thing. When you got that heated situation, all the gloves come off.
It's almost like a drunk person.
Yeah. Telling everything back from 73 on.
Right.
Stuff you ain't even involved in.
Right. Shouts out to my big brother watching on Facebook. Good to see you, big brother. Now, so I mean, so have you ever been into a situation where you didn't take those steps, Miss Leslie? Like where you and your mate was going at it, whatever, and then y'all didn't take the time, to open up space so y'all can calm down, pipe it down, and everything, and then y'all just was at it for days. Have you ever been into that?
Yeah, I mean, especially in my younger years. I mean, I think the older you get, the wiser you are, the more you learn how to deal with conflict. But yeah.
Well, I wish Shimmy was on here tonight because I need to talk to him about the hot water and the bleach in the in the aquarium. I
Did
mean,
he
because
call out from the position today? Did he call out?
no, I we'll have a we'll give him a call later on here, so my thing is the best, like I'm sure all of us have been into heated situations in relationships, and things were carried out wrong or whatever, but the best way, you have to watch how you react and respond to these situations. You know what I mean? And the best thing is having patience. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Someone was about to speak.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was just going to say, if someone's putting bleach in your fish tank, you should have known. There should have been signs a long time ago that there was something wrong with that person.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. I've seen some stuff like that, but one day maybe I'll have the brother come on and tell his story about a situation that was just like really crazy. So, but another
It's all
thing
because she wanted a Hollywood shower.
Right. So I don't know. Now another one. How could couples make a way to make up? Let's go with this. Don't pretend it didn't happen. Who was just talking about that? You, cuz, right? Yeah. So don't pretend it didn't happen. Acknowledge the fight. So you got to be straight up, be honest about the situation. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes we all have to step up and be accountable, for a lot of stuff that we do. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we're not perfect, but we can make way to almost help fix the problem. Somebody has to be the good guy at first. So everybody,
or be the bigger person and apologize.
Right. So Miss Marla. Miss Marla. Miss Marla.
We can't hear her. She's trying to talk.
All right.
Yeah, her microphone's on. Yep.
Okay, so she's gonna come back on. So you're right. That's what I was trying to get to, Miss Christina. Someone has to be the bigger person. Again? Yeah. It's a lot I got going on over here, and
but it's not just
choking off a ginger
being
ale.
a bigger person, but if you two don't know how to resolve it, sometimes you may have to seek a third party counseling. You may have to find some self-help or, get some additional information. Like we have a lot of information, via the internet now to discuss issues that you may be going through. Just like Crete is reading off certain things of how we can resolve, maybe doing some research on your particular situation and how you all can resolve, the conflict or whatever is happening, because both of you may not know how to resolve it, and it may need to be a higher action that's taken.
Mm-hmm. I agree with Yummy too. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you said you agree with Yummy. Go ahead.
Yeah, about when you resolve it, don't bring it up later. I mean, you resolve it and move forward.
Yep. That is key, because that's where a lot of us mess up. I'm even guilty of messing up with that. In the past, where, you bringing things back up and, relighting them, and it just gets bad, worse and worse every time. You know what I mean? So yeah, just like she said, just, you talk about it, resolve it, and never bring it back up. Miss Marla, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Miss Christina had to correct me just now, or actually aid me to what I was trying to say, which is being a bigger person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, which one of y'all gonna be the bigger person tonight? We need to bring Missouri together. We need to bring Missouri together. No, you 30 something.
I'm 33 years old. I'm 33 years old. I move on from that child. Me and her can agree to disagree. You know, she doing what she doing. I'm doing what I'm doing, and that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, that is fair enough. That's fair
See,
enough.
Mama, don't make that face.
Yeah.
I love you too, but that's the truth. I mean, I don't have nothing in common with that child, no way. So the only thing we got in common that my father was a Leo. Other than that, that's probably why I don't get along with her, because I didn't get along with my dad personally, even though I was his child. But that's what it is.
Okay. Well.
So
okay.
No hard feelings. You know, I pray for that child every day. And like she said, I think yesterday that she had moved on with her life. So,
You Patty.
I'm not petty. I'm just being real.
You just called her a child like 2 times.
No, I'm just saying child, like, you know, it's like an older person. It would say child. I'm just saying, it's just, I mean, she only like 2 years older than me, so I really don't care. But that's how we speak. So whatever. But
well,
I'm moving on from her.
All right. So we talking about ways of making up, right? Talk about it. Validate your partner's feelings. And then also take accountability. And that's what I was just talking about. Take accountability. Forgiveness can help strengthen the relationship, right? So speaking of forgiveness and strengthening relationships, my cousin just said something about me not long ago.
He brought it back up.
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to leave it alone, wasn't I, cuz? I'm supposed to leave it alone. I was just telling my bad. All right.
See?
My bad. Okay. So now you know, one thing that you don't want to move on with is having the rest of your relationship being bitter. Sometimes you have to go back and look at what brought y'all together in the beginning and reprocess it and bring it back into the now so that you or y'all can benefit from it again, right? Bitter relationships just don't work. It just doesn't. So a lot of times you just have to focus on the good things. And oh man, my bad. Yeah, so Darren, have you ever had a situation where you were going back and forth, you know, with your mate, and it went to about a week and 2 weeks or whatever? You ever had that?
Yeah, when I was a lot younger.
Okay, so today you're not that way now, right?
No, I'm not that way today.
That's good.
Who's got time for that?
Yeah, it
Really?
is. Yeah, it is time consuming and energy draining and all kinds of stuff going on. So, and then, you know, a lot of times if you get guys like that, they're in touch with their femininity. You know what I'm saying? Because men don't have time for that stuff to keep going on and on and on, and you arguing and all that stuff. It just, you know, it just don't need to keep going like that. So
say arguing again.
Arguing.
Yeah, amen. Say arguing.
Arguing.
Is that like a month ago?
Yeah, like a month ago.
Yeah.
So you still making fun of people how they talk?
No, they saying that I was saying it weird.
That's all right, Marlon.
Yeah,
we got
right.
him tonight.
Yeah, shady boots. Where's our shirt say Creed? Don't start.
How you spell wire? Wow.
You know what, Creed? Look, I can say what I want to say, but I'm gonna leave you alone for tonight, okay?
Okay. Now, have you ever ran into like a man? You know, hold on, no. I said I wasn't gonna bring it back up because man, you just agreed. Because we had a little clip about that, didn't we? We had a little clip. It was a little clip that we had together, and I sat there and listened to you.
Oh yeah, you was being shady, but go ahead.
No, you was being shady. You was the one doing all the talking, not me.
No,
Doesn't sound like it's resolved yet.
I know. Cause
I don't pay Creek no attention. You got to learn just to keep it moving with him. Because after you hear what he got to say, and you know you either gonna deal with it or you not. So you know, I know how he is, and I know what boundaries I need to take with him. So,
Amen.
So you just gotta learn them Pisces people, and just make sure he don't bleach my fish or something.
Man, I wish he was on here tonight. I think
we'll text him.
Y'all are nosy.
Yeah, I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna text him. Meanwhile, how can you guys spot like a real manly man? I mean, what can y'all do to actually get on and say, okay, you meet this guy? What pointers can y'all give each other? Red flag pointers that y'all can give each other to watch out for. I'm gonna start off with you, cuz, because I know you got some.
I ain't got nothing. Y'all can start off and then I'll chime in. Manly man, it's hard to find because for some reason men say they're manly man, they will never have an emotional moment, but that's a lie.
No, I mean
that's human. That's being human.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was about to say. It's like you're gonna have moments or whatever, where it can seem like
the man, he's a leader, he's never gonna blow up. That's a damn lie. I know a whole bunch of manly men. They've had their moments, depending on what the subject is or whatever. So nobody's like, they never. No, that's a lie. I don't believe that one.
Right.
A lot of men bottle stuff up.
Right. Shouts out to Marissa Kemper. Thank you for coming through. Good to see you. And you can chime in at any given time on the conversation. Now, yeah, I mean, nobody's perfect. So if they sit there and try to tell you that, that's a lie.
Yeah, ain't nobody not gonna ever blow up. A man, he's never gonna blow up. He's not gonna show side. If you think that, you are delusional.
Right. Now,
my ex-husband, kind of I don't want to say the P word.
The PU?
No, he was a pussy.
Oh,
yeah, that's a PU.
That's what you was spelling.
Oh, I didn't know. No.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well, punk. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I said that, But anyways, like if we had a situation, I'd be like, this is going on, and he'd be like, oh, we're not going to make it. And I'm like, well, you may not make it, but I'm going to be fine because, I'll find a way to deal with it. But he would be like, just wanting to give up.
So you saying that he would say he that you're not going to make it?
No, like we're not going to make it. As like, oh my God, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
This situation's going on. Like
we ain't gonna make it, baby. We ain't gonna make it. Kay Marino said a simp. Was he a simp? But I mean, that would be more kind of under a beta. And the thing about it is that when that was him folding. He was folding. That's what he was doing.
Right, and that's very unattractive.
Yeah. So, but now, as a matter of fact, and I just had that right there too. Now, a lot of times, a lot of these guys get like this because it starts at home, right? Starts at home. And a lot of times, a lot of women complain about these guys which is they have a right to, because just imagine in this generation, you have a daughter and then now she's dating one of these guys. And if you can clearly tell, like, oh, he ain't right, he's not a man, right? He wasn't raised right. But a lot of times these guys have been raised by women. You see what I'm saying? And you really can't blame a lot of things on anybody else but the women who brought them up. And a lot of times when you date these guys, you're dating their mother or what their mother taught them. Yummy Gummy said, please remember to support our host tonight. Their cash apps are scrolling. Thank you. And you know what? Doing that shows us some appreciation. Because a lot of times I try to call my cousin.
Never.
Whatever.
The only time I see you is on the screen. See how mental lies?
Because you're in a different state right now.
What they got? You don't call my phone? You got FaceTime? You got a whole bunch of elements that you can use, sir. Thank you.
All right. Well,
you don't even tell me the show on. Only because I saw something. I was looking at something. I'm like, oh, really? The show is not okay.
Because so you mean to tell me you didn't get the email?
I got the email, but I said only because I was in my email looking for a coupon because I want to buy some pants off of Shein. Other than that, I wouldn't know the show was on. You say, hey, cuz we come on 9 o'clock. I do have a life. Like, I don't know what time we come on between 9 and 12. So I need to know, you give me the 3-hour California time, the 9 to 12 Central time. So I don't know what to put my headband on from 2 ponytails or not. Because I don't get a heads up when the show come on. I don't be looking at my email like, oh my God, every week. No, I don't.
What you talking about?
I was gonna say,
Like a Thursday
you
show.
look nice tonight. You got trimmed up and stuff.
Oh.
I told y'all he was gonna be trimmed up. Remember I told you last night? He looked a nice old Oreo cookie. The chocolate cookie, black part on the inside and white stuffing on the inside.
Bruh.
Like
you
an Oreo.
You gonna do me like that, cuz?
You do. Do I look like an Oreo cookie? He got the white right in the middle. I said, oh, I'm hungry. Y'all know I gotta get my chicken, so hurry up. 11 o'clock is coming.
Yummy Gummy said Creep needs to get the super chats fixed, and I do. I got to get our super chats fixed. And then K Marino, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly, K Marino, because my cousin is in the school systems, and she will chat me for that, huh? But yeah, I'm gonna ask her to explain or pronounce
vaginoid.
Dang, but I think it's just. Yeah, I think it's bad. You keep on thinking about vagina or something, whatever you're doing.
Hey, his name should be spelled like vag, so listen.
All right. Kay Marino said a lot of men don't show their true selves because society has to put it in their heads that they have to be a rock.
That's why we got these DL men. Boom.
That's true. That's true. And see, if you ain't a rock from the beginning, don't try to be a rock. Just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's going to be stuff that come up that you really going to have to be a rock for, and you ain't a rock. Mm-hmm. And even a rock sometimes don't, you know what I'm saying? Can't hold.
Rocks can be chipped away. Depending on situations, rocks can be chipped away just like anybody and anything else.
Yeah.
No things are straight. It could be rock. It could be chipped away to the smallest denominator, to dust almost. So people just talk about, oh, a man need to be a rock. No, a man is human. Just because they have that chromosome.
I think it's okay if a guy cries sometimes, like if somebody passes away in his family, or if he's going through some stuff.
Yeah, I mean that shows the human of him. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't,
the human again.
Bruh.
You cracking up, ain't you, over there?
Girl, Miss Kristen, I put on your dresser, girl. I look too hard, too fast.
No.
It's like a big candle, girl. I thought that was rose.
It's my head.
That was rose. Mm-hmm.
So now here's my thing. Now, Okay, so here's my thing. The other thing is we were talking about, and actually, Kay Marino kind of was touching on this when she said a simp, but kind of beta and simp kind of run together sometimes, and you know, let's go to the definition of a beta male. It has two definitions, but we're gonna go to this one. What does it mean to be a beta male? A man who is not successful or powerful as other men, right? And what happens with that is that they find themselves, they'll be the ones that have the woman as the head of the house. You understand what I'm saying? Or the head of the household instead of them. And it's a lot of that going on right now.
Can I ask y'all something? Darren gone. Okay, it's just my cousin on there, but everybody else can. So I'm gonna give you a kind of. I've seen so many men apply for public benefits over the last couple of years versus getting out here and putting on their bootstraps and hustling. Meaning, like, I've seen so many men apply for food stamps, Section 8 housing, Social Security disability, or other financial assistance. What do y'all think about those men nowadays?
I think,
oh, go ahead, Miss Lassie, go.
you know, if a guy's going to get out there and mow lawns to make money, that's says a lot compared to someone that's just going to, like, I feel like it's kind of like giving up, you know, or I don't know. I mean, if a person truly needs disability, that's one thing. But if you're just wanting, and I hate to say an easy way out, I mean, I don't know. I know COVID really did a lot to people, but yeah, if a guy's going to go and work at McDonald's or do whatever he can to make money, that's a big thing.
No, I ain't saying about McDonald's. I'm saying receiving food stamps, Section 8 housing, and those type of other benefits that's out.
So
instead of doing the extra jobs.
In other words, men are getting lazy.
I mean, can I get in this?
Wait a minute, I said the women first on the panel.
Okay, all right.
I agree with Yummy. Some men are getting lazy.
But there's men out there who won't pick up their work boots to even get their food stamp card out from under them.
And I'm finding that it's younger and younger men.
It is.
Because they getting put on game like, boy, you better go get them food stamps. Shouts out to my big sister in the building. Hello, big sis. Said, hey, Bird. Hey, cuz. Hey. And then she also said, hey, Christina and Leslie. And Kay Marino said, it depends on the situation. But go ahead. I'll jump back on that. Who was about to say something?
It was me.
That was Yummy.
I'm sorry, Yummy. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, I have a 72-year-old uncle, just turned 72 years old. And Uncle Steve is like, I don't know, the Energizer Bunny. He will work circles around these, what I consider children, you know. Anything under 30 to me is a child. So even a 40 and 50-year-olds, he's still working circles around them. Today, I don't feel like that men and women alike are not taught the work ethic that we were taught in my generation. I'm in the 50s club too. So in my generation, we were taught work ethics. And I don't think that today men or women are being taught those work ethics. I think they're being taught that there's more, just like Sweet Mama said, oh, you can get assistance here, or you can get assistance there. And, you know, why would you want to go to work and work yourself into, you know, whatever, when you can go right over here and get you some food stamps, or you can get Section 8, you can get free housing. Don't get a job, because if you get a job, it'll hurt your government assistance. If you truly need disability, that's one thing. But if you don't and you're capable of working, a man or woman, if she's single and, you know, having to work and stuff like that, get out there and do it. I mean, I've been on the hustle since I was 15. I've never not had a job.
Mm.
That's what I was going to say too. I'm sorry.
No,
I
go
feel
ahead.
like, isn't it, Sweet Mama G, isn't it like really easy? They make it kind of easy to get food stamps and government housing and all that, don't they?
Well, housing, you're probably going to be on the list, but there are where they can get security deposit, as long as they show they have a fiscal need. But food stamps, it's not necessary if they have kids on their record. It could be single men, because trust and believe, I work with all type of individuals in different states, and they're single men with no children attached, and they're milking the system.
What
Not that
about those
women
people
don't, but we talk about men, and we talk about men at this point. They just feel like it's, well, let me, everybody else get it, let me try and go. But they become comfortable with that at a certain point.
Right.
What about these people that wait all year to get their $10,000 worth of income tax return, or, whatever? Some people get quite a bit back each year.
Well, if they work and or have dependents, then you deserve it. I'm talking about public benefit. Taxes ain't a public benefit. I'm talking about welfare benefit. We all, we call it welfare type benefit, not like income tax.
Okay. Now, Kay Marino said facts to what Yummy Gummy was saying earlier. I'm just catching up. Mm-hmm. And Lesky said, hey, Yummy Gummy. And then also Kay Marino said, because kids had kids.
Not could be, but a lot of the men that I've worked with, they don't have no kids, and not that they had kids, they could be in their 40s. So
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all another thing, because they did not see a man, not the man on TV, not the man down the street, but the man in the household. They needed to see a husband. They needed to see a father. They needed to see a provider. They needed to see a protector. They needed to see a hard worker. And I've seen that, and I know it works.
It works on some people, but I'm telling you, this is a different. Some people I worked with assisting, they've had all that. So we can't say that. It's just them. We can't even make the connection. Like the way I raised little Jimbo this way, but he's a murderer. He axe murder. No, everything don't always equate, because how I raise somebody. People are there themselves of who they are. You can't always say, well, my mom and dad didn't raise me like that. Okay, they probably didn't, but you go on your own accord and do things.
And you know what, cuz, to add to that, the times that we're living in could change a lot of people. It's like you almost have to be strong. You got to keep praying. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep a good attitude. You got to keep your mind working. I mean, I'm serious, because this society will break you. I mean, you go to get gas. You know what I'm saying? Or you go, go get a couple of things just at the market, and it's just ridiculous. You see, I bought
8 items and it was $64. I said, "Why is baked beans $3 a can?" This little small. I eat the vegetarian because I don't eat with no pork. I was like, "Why is vegetarian don't even have no fat back in it? It's $3."
Crazy.
I'm looking like, why bread $5? I'm like,
I just bought a big one now.
Natural grain crap is $5.
At one of the what do you call it, the membership clubs, you can buy the box, right, of the Bush's beans, or is the big metal one, right? Yeah. I just bought a big one.
Where am I opening the can? What kind of can to open these with my arthritis?
Yeah, no,
I'm eating beans for days.
Yeah,
my arms will be hurting
because them freaking beans, and the thing, they cost like $3 or $4 more, and you get more in the. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I just
it's a lot. And unless you don't see it, I need like a little deep freezer. Since I got my new place, I can get one. But it's like I have to buy bulk and pay bulk so I can put it away and have to refreeze my beans. Right. Because Lord knows one can I may want to eat in 1 or 2 cents gonna cost me $3-4. I said I like to buy one, get one free sales sometimes.
Oh yeah. Y'all have
Kay Marino said I have stage 4 kidney failure, and have been waiting for Social Security, but I can't wait. So I start work next week. I don't want to rely on the government because they can cut you off anytime. I hope you haven't been waiting long. Make sure you call and follow up on Social Security. That's one of my specialties is Social Security benefits. And if you need an attorney, you may need an advocate attorney to help you with your process if you aren't getting what you need, Kay Marino. So look out for that if you need that. Be careful and don't say that online no more.
Thank you, cuz. Henry McKinney says those men aren't motivated. And that's true. A lot of these guys get ate up again by the times. You know, they get unmotivated, they lose hope a lot of times, and they become accepting to something like that. Like they're not thinking about manhood or nothing. They just thinking about getting what they need to get. And I mean, it's hard out here, but I'm not saying that that's right. You know what I mean? And
but it's also too, they live beyond that means. You still want to buy Polo, Nike boots, but then you want food stamps. You want to keep up with the times on one end looking sharp as a tack, and your pockets got lint in them.
You remember when we used to get the fish heads at the market? They used to be at the end.
$4.99
in the bucket.
No, I didn't get those. Sorry. No, sorry, I didn't wear those.
Well, I got some fish heads. Anyway,
can I say something?
Go ahead, Mr. Christine.
Well, my dad, when I was 17, was in a car wreck, and he has a metal rod in his leg, and they told him he would never work again. He stopped taking the pain pills, and he's back out in the woods now because he's a logger.
Oh, I was like, why in the woods?
Yeah, I was gonna say why in the woods.
I was like, why in the woods?
So he's back out there working then, right?
Yeah, he been back to work for probably the last 10, 12 years. So
okay.
Even with the metal rod in his leg, he still gets out there.
Live on that little bit of money.
Way more money doing that than being on Social Security.
But most of us do work through the pains and aches and pains and everything else. You just got to keep it moving. It's one thing I always teach about having resilience in whatever goals you're trying to do, resilience in going to work. People don't have resilience because we have people that's always going to back us up. And, I couldn't pay my car note. Let me go to my dad. I know he got money. But dad's still 70 working, but you won't go get a second job because you want it easy. It's the resiliency in people. And I know, we want people to move forward. But like I said, having all these grown-ass children living with you is too much as well. I don't even live with my parents since I was 22 years old. And I was finishing college. It's about resilience. I ain't had to go back. I've had hard times. You might borrow a couple dollars, whatever. But these guys are becoming the new females. They begging all the time. They need help all the time. You don't have this.
Those would probably be the same. Those would probably be the same dudes that date women that have OnlyFans. You know what I mean?
Or they look for women who got good jobs and got stuff, so they don't have to work as hard and they can marinate in their pocketbooks.
Say that again, cuz pocketbooks. Is it P.O.? Is it P.O.? Okay.
Yeah, pocketbooks. It's Baltimore's pocketbooks,
right?
Pocketbooks or their wallet. That's why you see that they get the woman. Oh, she got Section 8 housing. Let me move with her. Oh, she's a nurse. Sorry, Miss Leslie H. We know you was a former nurse. Oh, she a school teacher. She got money. This one. Yeah, they figure out what you do and how they can finesse. We're gonna use that word, finesse the situation.
Oh, you talking about men?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, they finessing harder than women used to.
I think us in the 50s club I mean, I started working when I was 13 years old. I started babysitting and saving my money, I think we knew the work ethic, and I think as time has gone on, people feel more entitled. They want things handed to them. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's very true. I mean,
what? You see all these food drives, you see what? Younger men. I've taken clients to food drives and I see young dudes. I mean, young. You sat somewhere to get them tattoos on your face, but you can't sit nowhere to fill out a job application.
Yeah, it's weird. I remember
old people trying to stand there. You ain't even offer them a seat, but then you, as a young man, I mean, Vero can walk whatever. but you in the food line.
Yeah, I remember I remember I wanted my first dirt bike, and my parents were like, well, you're gonna have to make $150. I went and got my paper route. I was delivering around around Al Block and around Irvington. I went and got it. My father made sure that I understood what I needed to do in life. And I mean, he put me in the Boy Scouts, survival. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And that's a lot of the reason why I'm like I am today. You know what I'm saying? So he was making sure I had these important elements in my life. And I love him and appreciate him for that, as well as my mother. You know what I mean?
And we come from the same family. We have some cousins who don't work nowhere, never work nowhere. Some receiving the disabilities on the back and not. So back, I want to say 80s and 90s, the government was giving people Social Security benefits if they were drug users. So that was a big element of people who receive Social Security disabilities, and people who really have disabilities way longer than people who were substance users. Working in the field, we still have those individuals who are substance users trying to get Social Security so they don't have to work hard. Everything will come easy. And I work with the population, so nobody can't say, I don't know what I'm talking about. These are populations. I work with different populations. So these are the people I work with. So it's just different. Those people like maybe Kay Marino who have a disability that's medical, hey, it's going to take them forever. People on substance, they can get it. Back then. So we have family members who've been shiced in the system 30 plus years. And we out here, some of us sweltering and own businesses and getting the texts knock out you for being a business owner every month. Because if you're in the Commonwealth, they want their money every month. Or you out here hustling, grinding, working jobs and being an entrepreneur. And these people just chilling in the cut with these benefits. And old school Section 8, your children are grown. Why the hell you still got Section 8? That's not for you unless you elderly. But
now, hold on, cuz let me try some here.
Right. Oh, I need a piss and chicken. I need a Pepsi to take it down. Where Miss Christina at?
I don't know.
She drop off. She got scared real quick.
No, I can't. He got them at the bottom. I can't see.
Hey, Shimmy, you can you hear us? I was hoping he didn't have a problem. You won't have to log out and log back on. You having a little problem right there. We can't see you nor hear you. Hold on. I'll tell you what, Shimmy. Let me put a link in the comment section and see if you can get through. Go on the live feed and then click on the link and see if it'll let you in.
Does anybody else hear a whole lot of crackling noises?
I do. I hear it. You don't hear it, cuz it's like crackling in the back.
Crackling, but it's been so much noise.
I don't hear it.
Shimmy. Yeah, he can't. Shimmy, log out, Shimmy, and then try to come in through the. I got the link in the comment section. No, I just put it up there. Now, while he's doing that, let's catch up on this real quick. Now, Kay Marino said prices are ridiculous. That was when we were talking about the gas and stuff like that. And Miss Amelia had said, "Sweet Mama G, you have to make some homemade baked beans."
Send me a recipe, girl.
And then
I got one for you.
Oh,
hold up. I know how to cook, man.
Okay, I'm looking to see the side eye.
I know how to cook. You better ask Christina. She ate my beef long like she was crazy.
Because you ain't talking to her and the little girl. Oh, no. Really, Creek? What the hell?
Oh, my bad.
You make me go crazy. What the hell?
Hey, Shimmy, can you hear us? All right, go. Shimmy, go in the comment section. Get on the live and go in the comment section to see if you can come around and do it that way. And Miss Christina, see, they ain't having no problems. Now, Miss Amelia also, Miss Marissa Kemper said, "What about women? If you can remind us about women, let us know what you mean by the women, Miss Marissa." And Miss Amelia said, "Yes, an AMP Crete. I never, yeah." AMP was the joint. I I used to go around there and carry bags. Like when I need to get some money or whatever, I go around there and carry some bags. You know what I mean? To help to the people's car. You know what I mean? Shimmy, can you hear us? Go out, Shimmy, and come in on the live feed and see if you can get through that way. Nate from Upstate in the building says salute Upstate in the building. Happy Friday. Thank you for coming through, brother.
Anybody tell me that they don't, if they receive any type of financial assistance or Social Security, you are not considered independent. You are dependent you are dependent on the federal government. If it stopped today, you're not independent.
But don't you pay into that? Like you're working all that time so that if you need that, you can use it.
Yeah, that's a true
fact. For me, it's difficult. I worked as long as I could before I applied for disability. It was so hard for me to do that. And I felt bad because I had to do that. But I had to, so.
Kay Marino also said, I know women who finesse older men who are lonely and got money.
Oh, yeah. It's the backbone of that. There's men who finesse older women.
Hey, look, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
No, just because they do. You hear the little stories, I be like,
But because usually it's the women finessing the old men first.
No, it's not. It's a lot of dudes finessing some old ass ladies.
Yeah, now. But I'm just saying. I'm just
you
trying
don't think they had sugar mamas back in the day? Oh, they had that little young thing come and cut the grass, and you come and get some.
Come here, baby.
Come here, baby. For real in the house. Come on. I just need a couple $. Well, I'm gonna pay you a little extra.
I got some little gumbo pie over here, baby.
That's nothing new. It's just now it's more advertising. The business is being told and get sold.
Baby, come here and rub my leg. Nate from Upstate said, that's not every man. That's some men.
Yeah, we're not talking about everybody. We're talking about some people. We're just putting the facts out about, people using public service benefit. We didn't say, oh, we pointing at you, Nate, so and so. No, we ain't saying that. We're just saying what's out here nowadays.
He also said, you talking about low vibrational man, you're not talking about no real man. And Fat Mama G and Nate from Upstate said, I've always been an independent person. And
well, treat you the crackler now.
1 2 1 2. I'm crackling.
Yeah.
Hold on. Am I crackling?
Yeah.
Say something else.
Am I crackling? No, that was Miss Christina.
Lord.
Hey, see, she got caught. You was the crackler.
No, you crackling by you just said. Everybody crackling.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if it's me. 1 2 1 2 1 2. I ain't the crackler.
Can you move that comment off from Nate? Because I can't see the focus.
Okay. Nate said, not to put my business out there. I got a bad back and I got my disability in 6 months, 10 years ago. Miss Marissa said, I was talking about women who is this using the system for their needs.
Oh yeah, that's been around forever. But we talking about the men now that's getting the same, trying to do the same thing.
5 minutes, cuz God.
No, I'm just saying we talk about men who's doing that more so often than women. You never heard of men getting food stamps or even applying for disability. They the club foot. Guess what? They going to work with their club foot. They got bad knees. They going to work bad back, heart, drop dead, work until the last minute. Not sitting home. Huh?
My daddy didn't do that.
Right. Sitting on to the last minute.
My daddy was sorry as hell collecting disability on himself and me and my 2 sisters when we was kids all the way up until I just seen it in my Social Security thing recently where he stopped getting disability on me in 1975.
Oh, my.
So my daddy was collecting disability on me and him and my sisters, being sorry as hell. Now, do I know that he had a Volkswagen motor, fell on his back and broke his back and he had to have a fusion, had to have surgery? I do, but I also know that he recovered from that and he went on to be He worked in a mechanic shop all the time. He just worked under the table. You know, he'd go make a little money here, a little money there, but he held on to that for many, many, many years. And I remember my mom and dad both, you know, said, well, we're going to get that check one day. We'll get that check one day, get that check. And I guess finally in 1975, disability settled with daddy. So I mean, it ain't always, the men ain't always been workers. I don't remember my daddy having a job till I was a teenager.
Wow. Kay Marino said, my mama always said nobody going to take care of you but you. And see, that's the thing. Like when that happens, that's why, because this is no lie. I don't know. I guess as I became the age that I am now, but I appreciate my family more and more and more. And I'm talking about my mother, father, and my sisters, my brothers. I appreciate them more and more now, because the more I talk to people, the more I find out that our upbringing is kind of unusual. You know what I'm saying? It was unusual because some families had so much going on in their family, and it's just like I've never seen that. You know what I mean? Like with me growing up. So I really appreciate that, and the way they did it left a lasting memory to me, so that I can share with my kids. And now I have grandkids, and my sons can try to do the best for their kids. You know what I'm saying? So that generational situation is real. So, I mean, you know, I can't ask for a better family that I had. And that's straight up. Miss Marissa said, okay, I agree with you, sweet Mama G. And Nate from Upstate said, and God will take care of us as well. Yep. So, you know, so what if I don't know what happened to, let me see what happened to Shimmy. What in the world happened to Shimmy?
I think
hold on, this is what I'm gonna do.
a lot. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
A lot of it is how you are brought up too, because you know my daughter, she works hard. You know, she's in college and she's working full time. So I think a lot of it is how you were brought up too.
Yes, it starts at home. These old sayings are true. You know what I mean? They are true. Like, you are what you eat. You eat junk, you're gonna be sick. You know what I mean? It starts at home. I mean, all this stuff is simple and old school, but it's so real. I mean, it is crazy. And again, that's why a lot of times there's so many guys out here that don't have the ability to take care of a family. You know, most of these people find their ways in life through television, through reality shows, through their people that they admire on TV. And that's not the way to go. Nate from Upstate said, heck yeah, you pay into that. That's a fact. I work my whole, for sure, they're paying me.
You do not, for the age that you are and the time you received it, you do not pay that much money into the system to cover that. That's covered by everybody else. Fact though, I am a certified Social Security disability agent. So you haven't paid that much money to receive that much money you're probably receiving per month. It's paying through everybody else working. So yeah, you might have worked hard to put money into it, but if you're getting, let's say $1,500 a month, they wasn't taking $1,500 a month out your check for Social Security for 10, 20 until you die, maybe it's 70, 80. No way that you put that much money into the system. It's just a revolving rotation of other people who are working, and by the time some of us retire, but now the new retirement age is 70. It may or may not be here because you have people depleting the system. So don't get it twisted.
Yeah, and I'll be telling people, they be thinking like, "Yeah, I'm not so serious." It might not exist anymore.
If you look at your pay stub at the end of the year, it might say you put $2,000 in. You may have got that in 2 months. There's no way in a year you put in $2,000 and you got $2,000 a month that you paid into it. Ain't no way.
It's all a rippity. It's a rippity.
I paid into it. You ain't paid that much money to cover nothing like that. Facts.
Mm-hmm. Now, Yummy Gummy said that K Marino, there is someone out there that will take care of you, but you got to find them. That's the kind of
something
this attitude that we all need to get past. And Miss Marla said, "True sweet honesty." Yummy Gummy said, "Excuse my typos. Defeatist." Okay.
Oh, okay. He was like, "Girl, what's the dirtiest?" I ain't got my glasses
on. And so, the bottom line, even with men, we have to pay attention to a lot of the women that you come engage with, because you need to find out the past, and can you deal with the past? Sometimes their past haunts them. Same thing with the guys. Y'all women, y'all got to pay attention to, a lot of these guys, because it could be a nightmare. It's so easy to meet.
I need you to call up Cousin Pookie and say, "Pookie, it's time to vote."
The Pookies are out here big time, and they're really easy to spot. You at the light. They don't even drive up the street normal. Normal people, the light change and they, not them. Stereotypical, you know what I mean? You got to pay attention. They don't do things normal. They do things loud, fast. Whatever. So, I don't know. But Miss Marla said, "Be careful what you put out in the universe." That's very true. Very true. So, anyway, I've enjoyed the time with you guys. And we were trying to get Shimmy on. We don't know what happened. And we hope that his fish are doing fine. We hope that the hot water has been in a good place in his life. We hope to see him on the show here shortly, because he was missed. And y'all know how we do. So, Cuz, you want to send them shout outs?
Well, thank you all for coming in tonight to Street Tactics Media. What we call it? Conversation with Creek. Miss Leslie H, Yummy Gummy, Miss Christina, Miss Marla H. Thank you all, and Darren for coming through to be on a panel for tonight. Thank you, Nate from Upstate, Marissa Camper, K Marino. Thank you so much, Big Cousin on Facebook. Craig, was it Craig?
Yes.
Craig. Also, thank you as well, Cousin Leslie. She was patrolling. I know she was. Thank you, Miss Emilia. Thank you so much, Henry McKinney. Let's see. Who else came in? I ain't see brother-in-law tonight.
Yeah. Look. Did you see it?
Oh, Lord. See? What's up, family? Bye, family. Don't be like that.
Can we ask you some questions, like have an after party type thing?
Ask who some questions?
Like just about relationships in general.
Who are you talking to?
Bruh.
Creed ain't gonna tell you nothing. Who that? Girl, if he ain't told you, he ain't tell you no after party. Are you gonna Creed tell his business, girl, bad. You looking for
no,
a
not
mirror?
about him personally. I just meant about questions to ask.
All right, you know what?
Let me do the people. Hold on.
Okay, go
Butter
ahead.
Knife Productions Haircuts. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. I think Excel peeked on and peeked back off. Maybe. Let me look my eyes. Brother-in-law, they about to start some foolishness on the act. Oh, Miss Christine, you trying to do that shady boots thing y'all did that time? Y'all was on a couple extra minutes. Christina, anyone ever told you that you remind them of Pennywise? See, that's why.
Pennywise?
The
No.
little clown that got the hair that recede back and the little flip got the white.
I know you're talking about.
Oh, Sunshine Prom. Hey, congratulations, our little cousin. He went on his prom. Praise the Lord, Sunshine Prom.
Hey, that little cow. I'm gonna have to. I want to see the pic. Make sure tell my nephew I want to see the pictures and everything. I know he's sharp too.
Facebook. Be quiet. You know it's gonna be on Facebook.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to see that.
Congratulations. Creed oldest. I don't know what y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. So boom, we done with conversations and Creeks. So now go ahead with the after party, Miss Christina. What you want to ask Creek?
Yeah.
And
I'm just saying if anybody wanted to ask anything.
So
you was the promoter of the asking of the questions.
All right. What's the questions?
Go ahead, Miss Leslie H. What's the question?
5 minutes. We got 5 minutes.
I have a question for Sweet Mama G.
Girl, be in my
But I wanted to do her stuff with my friend.
Go ahead.
If I wanted to be friends with you, like, are you on Facebook or anything?
I don't deal with friends. I don't like people.
Oh.
I'm on Spice. Are you on Instagram?
No, I don't do Instagram.
Oh, girl.
Shout out to my nephew Dante in the building. Good to see you, nephew.
That's how we get the messages from Creek when he decide he want to not come on, or how I know it's going to be.
No. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm about to start doing. I'm going to start putting stuff, and I didn't think about this. I was slow. DEC is in the building. I'm going to start putting the stuff on posting it on YouTube.
Ain't nobody fit to see that. I said Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, I'll do that.
YouTube's.
I'll
now,
do that.
see, I would know what the shows are about, Miss Leslie, when I would see the posting on Instagram. I said, oh, he have net artists, because I sure don't know what's going on.
I'm going to make sure, because I promise you. Miss Marla said you can't fix traumas.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that's
work through it. You may not fix your past, but you can better your solution and coping mechanisms.
Yes.
Hey, D Stewart.
Now,
oh Lord,
we're gonna call this segment "Ask the Cousins." Ask the Cousins. All right. So y'all got 5 minutes. What's the questions?
In the chat, you also can ask us questions.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'll start going on Instagram so I can get more information.
Because that's where we're gonna find out who on the rap show. I'm like, oh, okay. What time? 11 o'clock. Oh, okay.
I promise y'all this time that the communication is key. I'm gonna get a picture of that. Watch. I'm gonna be using that.
So what do you consider yourself, Creek? Like a beta, alpha? That's what I'm talking about.
I'm an aphrodisiac.
Alpha. Anybody can answer that question.
See,
an aphrodisiac.
I'm an aphrodisiac. No. I mean, you know me. I never label myself. I mean, if you know me, you call it what you want. You know what I'm saying? Is that fair, Yummy? It's saying
I'm sick of the pronoun thing. I'm so done with that.
Alpha.
Oh, okay.
Alpha.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what an alpha man looks like, Christina?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know they had a look, but okay.
No. I mean, like the definition of a man that's an alpha.
I'm sure Crete has it in his little phone.
That's a little phone.
Yeah, my phone.
Grandma, she needs to get off the screen.
Who? K Marino said y'all Monday. Oh, y'all on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday only. We hadn't cranked up the Mondays back yet, but we probably will. See if I can get my cousin back out
No,
here.
nope, I will
My
not.
cousin
And
gonna be here Monday. She gonna be here Monday.
listen, I have a busy schedule. Y'all lucky I'm on here 2 nights in a row. Wednesdays is a brutally honest rap show. Let's clarify. And Fridays is y'all funny about relationship show.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all doing too much. So I don't know about. We had the quickies Mondays back when Baldy was on here, but I ain't gonna be on here all these days. Too many.
So Miss Marissa said, big facts, sweet Mama G. So here's my thing. Right now is Wednesdays and Fridays, but some days it's going to alternate. It may be a double show on Thursdays, sometimes because of some things we may have to do on the weekends. So I'll make sure that I post the stuff. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
What happened to the DJ show that Shimmy was going to be DJing, you was DJing, and everybody was DJing? What happened to that show?
I promise you, cousin. Next week is going to start. Y'all going to
So
see.
is that the promises with the T-shirts? I mean, what?
It's
I mean,
with our shirts.
Is that in the same bucket as the T-shirt promises, or?
Amen. That's where it is.
Or the super
It's the same
chat
as our
promise?
shirts.
I'm gonna be making some money promises because I don't work for free, and this is becoming work because y'all pay
All
me.
right. So here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
Y'all will see the shirt design by next Friday. I'll be holding up the shirt design to show y'all by next Friday.
Is it the shirt that you gonna have on, or one you giving people? See, that's something different.
No, it's
We
gonna be
saw a whole
the
bunch of
whole-
designs.
It's going to be the one that gets distributed to our supporters, and we'll have them as well.
Hashtag don't hold your breath.
See, that's why I was holding my breath just now. So my eyes was popping out.
Oh, this must be Bank Creek Friday, huh? Well, keep on. I'm all right with that. Go ahead. So Miss Marla said, she said something for a reason, and then she said some people need to grow up and move on. All right. So next Friday, y'all gonna see the design for the shirt. Okay, for the shirt. I'm telling y'all gonna see how this go.
I think the shirt needs to have the big word wall with all the words on it from the word wall.
I think that would definitely be a dope design. We all talked about that, and we will make that happen. But we may have 2 versions of the shirts, or maybe 3. Y'all will see at least the first part of it next week. You're smiling too hard, cuz. I mean, you're just going too hard.
When you tell the men lying, you just start smiling at them. Then they think you in the positive. You're like, this is a lie.
All right.
A lie.
So,
Wow.
I tell you what.
You two go together, like as kids.
Say that again.
You grow up together.
Yeah, she been a pain in my back.
Since 73. Yes, we are. Our parents are siblings. Yes, we ain't show. You ain't been on it since we showed our little pictures. Oh, he been a pain in my ass since 73. He's 3 months older than I am. My birthday is in June.
Did you have pictures of you when you were a kid?
Yeah, we had a couple. He a pain in my ass. Let me see if I can pull up real.
Sweet Mama, what day is your birthday in June?
28th.
Now, I want y'all to lock this in.
Here
we got Miss Marla, right? Said lies you tell, Creek, right? And then she said, Miss Marla also said you don't do certain stuff to family and friends. Who are you talking about, Miss Marla? But here's my thing. Y'all remember Miss Marla, Sweet Mama G, and whoever else want to join that game. Hold up.
Why am I in the game?
Amelia laughing a little too hard right here with these emojis. She said, he said 3. He can't even get the one shirt right. All right. Okay. We adding Miss Amelia. Hold on. Let me get this list together.
Now we on the
list. Mama G, Miss Amelia.
Minding my business.
Miss Marla. Anybody else want to join the group?
Can you see this one? Can you see this one, Miss Leslie?
Yeah.
That's me and Creek. I was about to hit him upside his head.
Well, that looks like Bellamy and Q right there.
Yeah. Really like Q at the bottom, yeah.
It does look just like Q.
Our
That's
parents, our mothers was on the opposite side, and I think Leslie might have been on Crete left side when we looking at the picture. That's one of them.
Thanks, Kay Marino. Thank you. But that my hard-headed cousin. Yeah, I got my list together.
List, why am I on the list? What I do, Lord?
Oh, you the one pumping it up about these shirts. Friday, watch y'all see the first design, and once that design come out, shirts being printed. Since y'all want to run y'all mouth, I got y'all.
This was a young sweet mama.
Oh, look at cuz. Yeah, there it is right there, cuz.
A young sweet mama.
Oh, cuzzy.
I had all my hair before.
You had just got married right there?
No, high school graduation. We didn't wear cap and gowns. We had custom gowns made, boo.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, cuz. Well, excuse the heck out of me on this Friday.
Where's the other picture?
Kay Marino said, how much for a shirt?
We'll have the website up in what, about 2025?
Nah, we're gonna have the website up next week. And actually, people who are supportive of the channel.
Miss Christine, you done had this session full of lies. See what you done did, Miss Christina. We telling all these lies.
That's all right. All of y'all. Watch. That's all right. Y'all got how many more minutes? About 4 more minutes.
Lord,
any other questions?
Where in the world how do you count 5 minutes? Because we done been talking about this 15.
Well, because my cousin stopped the world with her and Miss Christina talking about these shirts, but sorry, and Miss Amelia. But I got their penny nickel slick.
Wow. That was none of my business, and I don't know how I got involved.
Watch, I got y'all. Miss Marla said the person who they are. Know the person who they are. I think Miss Marla is on cloud 9 right now.
Why?
Does anybody know what she's talking about?
No clue.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just me. All right. And we're gonna let Sweet Mama find this other picture.
I kind of thought she was talking about Christina, but because she's always complaining about Christina, but
I would not doubt it.
Oh, she probably okay. All right. So, but yeah, once again, we appreciate everybody. We waiting for Cuz to find this one thing.
So, what other topics do y'all want to talk about so Creek can get his life together?
Yes, yes, good question, Cuz. Oh, she said me and my cousin. Okay, you know what, Miss Marla and Miss Marissa. Now, Miss Marissa did a big thing about two weeks ago. She did a big thing about 2 weeks ago. She came on and publicly apologized to Miss Marla. Miss Marla, you're gonna have to start accepting apologies.
Did she know her personally?
That's her cousin.
Oh, how I know? I don't know. Yeah.
I thought you was on here when it happened. So, Miss shouts out to Antonio, Mr. Motts in the building and on Facebook. Motts, matter of fact, get up with me, Motts, because when we have our Brutally Honest rap show, I want you to be on here. You are definitely one that I would like to have on and to come and do some reviews along with us. All right, my brother, definitely get up with me.
Is Butter Knife still on here?
I'm not sure. Butter Knife.
That's my, Christina.
Nah, she know Yellow Man. So tonight, Mr. Motts is our relationship show, and on Wednesdays we have the music show, and that's the show I want you to come through on. But Butter Knife Cuts is a very dope artist that we had on the show, Cuz.
Oh, it's a rapper. I thought it was like your hairstylist, your barber.
Butter Knife haircuts.
Yeah,
I thought it was a haircut person. Didn't it say haircuts?
Yeah,
Butter Knife haircuts.
Yeah, I think.
And that's their rap name.
Yeah, I think there's he's a barber too, I think, but he has some dope music, very dope music.
Hold up.
And then Miss Marla said yes, talking about Marissa Kemper, and then Miss Marissa said I thought we was not busy on here, and said, let it go. And then you can't forgive what she did.
Oh.
You know what? You want to be juicy? You feeling juicy tonight, Miss Marla? You feeling froggy?
Oh, Lord.
Come back on the show and let us know what's going on. Nah,
Y'all better
No.
know what is going on.
Lord, I
here.
gotta go to bed.
okay. Yeah, you can't leave us just yet. We all gonna leave at the same time. Now, cuz just she's
Hold
looking
on,
for-
little fat fingers. Hold on. Because we took a double picture together from childhood to adulthood.
you know what? I know. Oh, that's the wrong phone.
Look at that.
Oh God.
Let me
Got
see.
11 phones and don't call nobody on there. One of the phones.
I do be calling you.
When Creek. See,
I called you.
lightning-
Yes, did. I called you. Yes, did.
Yeah, okay. I'm almost there, yo. 'Cause I think that was
See, what you looking on your iPhone, cuz?
yeah, because it's not. Yes, that man Creek.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Mhm.
he been
That's
painting
what I
my
got.
hind parts.
That when I got a nice old visit from my cousin at the store. That was so nice.
And that's the last time he showed up on time and actually showed up and had me waiting. That was back in 2018, y'all. See how long that was before the pandemic.
Okay. Miss Marla says she always froggy.
Oh my.
So why don't you do this, Miss Marla? And shouts out to you and Miss Marissa Kemper. What's up, F. Harris?
What's
Now,
up,
what
F.
we need y'all to do now, Kay Moreno said y'all in the same state area.
Area.
No.
We in the
Yeah.
South.
Yeah, we're in the South, but I don't
Don't
think
like-
Atlanta
This is
ain't
home
ready for
state.
me and my cousins.
Oh,
They're
no.
not ready for at the same place.
Yeah.
So, Miss Marla, you said, nah, don't try to say you're gonna leave it alone now.
Kay Marino, we're originally from Baltimore.
Yes.
That's our home
Now, Miss Marla and Miss Kemper,
home state.
okay, she says she's in South Carolina. And see that I think she may be the first person from South Carolina that joined with us. Please make sure you subscribe, Miss Marino. We would love to have you back. And if you have any family members, bring them. But Miss Marla, before we leave, y'all come on here. Look, here's the link, Miss Marla and Miss Marissa. Here's the link again. There's a fresh link right there. Why don't y'all come on here and do it right? Y'all family.
You're
I
the
mean,
mediator.
my hard-headed cousin.
Oof, Lord.
my hard-headed cousin. I mean, me and her, we ain't gonna never have no problem with each other. All right. Thank you so much,
You know
Miss
what
Kay
happened?
Marino.
I had to reflect and just over time just realize who Creed is and just had to leave it alone. That's your best way. Just know who you're dealing with and how much. I got a boundary on Creed.
And what else you said about Creed? About the spots?
What spots?
That's that 50. That's that half 100 thinking right there. Or
What spots?
you said something about something don't change their spots.
Leopards. Now Creek don't change his spot. Nah, I think you've gotten a little bit mellow as the time has gone. The show has gone on because you was a little
hostile.
You was being a dickhead for a while. I was
Oh,
trying to be nice. Got a little bit more mellow since you turned 50, but you've been a dickhead some days. Yeah, you get on my nerves real quick.
Because I see my grandma do it. All the people do it.
Since 73. And it's funny, I'm always pregnant again. We just like, Well, it's all love because he don't pay me on Who is
Hey,
that?
that's
Who's
Miss
that?
Marissa.
That's Miss Marissa.
Hey girl, how you doing?
Hey.
Well, you in the corner.
Well,
I
you
couldn't
in
see
the
when I
corner. I
got my
couldn't see
glasses
when I
on.
got my glasses on.
Hey,
Miss Larissa.
Yes.
when you came
When
on,
you
can
came
hit
on,
the
can you
button
hit the button
that says
that says
something about
something
echo?
about echo?
Because it's making us
Because it's
No.
making us echo.
No.
You didn't see that
You
button?
didn't see that button?
No.
All
Or
right.
she probably has YouTube open already.
It might be
It
something
might be
up
something up
in the
in the
background.
background.
It's probably my fan doing that.
Well, can you
Well,
turn
turn
something down
something down
so that
so that
we can
Can you
have
hear
you
me
on?
now?
have you on?
Can
Yeah,
you
we
hear
can.
me now?
Yeah,
We can hear you,
hear you,
but we're
but
echoing.
we're echoing. You,
Hey, Miss Marla,
hey,
how
Miss
you
Marla,
doing?
how you doing?
My cousin Instagram.
All right.
All right.
So, Miss
So,
Marla,
Miss Marla,
hold up. Shouts out to my
shouts
son
out to
Willie
my son
Buzz in
Willie
the
Buzz in
building.
the
What's
building.
up, son?
What's up, son?
Okay, and then, my nephew said you may need to turn your speaker down, Miss Marissa.
Okay.
Yeah, try to turn it down and see if that'll happen. Let me see. Shimmy, you there? Shimmy, everybody getting on. I don't know what's going on with your phone. All right, Miss Marissa. Hey, Yummy, you still there?
I'm here.
All right, do you remember when I was saying something about the button? What did the button say on there? It was like echoing.
You have to go into the advanced settings and you have to turn off the stereo and turn on the echo.
Okay, I'll come back and try to do that.
Okay, yeah, log out and then log right back.
Look for where it says advanced settings. And when you turn it, when it'll say echo canceling, when you try to turn that on, it'll say you have to turn off the stereo. It'll be the one below it. So you turn that one off and then turn on the echo and then come back on.
Okay.
Hey, Shimmy, you there? Man, Shimmy having a time this week, cuz. Now, Miss Marla. Miss Marla? Hey, Shimmy. Shimmy, go on to hold on. I don't know what kind of problem he having. All right, so yeah, we get Miss Marla, you there? Miss Marla? Miss Marla.
She can't, but when the thing globe out like that, means she's trying to talk, but it's not coming through. So log out and log back in, Marla.
Yeah, log out and log back in, Miss Marla. Hold up. Shimmy. Hey, Shimmy, come in on the other side of YouTube. Log into YouTube like a normal person, right? And like I mean, not normal person, but like how everybody else do. And I'm gonna put the link in there so that you can come on. Miss Marissa.
Yes.
Oh dang! You got it. You did it, man. Thank you, Yummy Gummy.
Thank you, Yummy Gummy.
Yeah. So she got it right now. All right. So now, hold on one second. Unique, what's going on, family?
Not much.
Okay. All right. Thank you for signing on with us. Hold on one second. We trying to get something clarified right here. That really need. So we gotta wait for Miss Marla to come on. Miss Unique, how you doing today?
It's me, Creep. That's my middle name.
Oh my word. I'm
I told you that last time.
Okay, hold on one second. We gotta get you up in here. All right. So Miss Marla.
What, Creep?
Okay. Now, what's the problem if your cousin came on and apologized to you publicly?
Creep. I'm gonna tell you something. And she apologized. Well, it probably was not 2 weeks ago. It probably was, it probably wasn't. But when I'm gonna tell you something, a little bit something. Okay. She on my mother's side. Okay. And I'm the oldest grandchild. Okay. Me and her was just pretty much, even though you a man, But imagine if you was a woman. Me and her was just like that. Okay. And like I said, on my mother's side, she on my mother's side. Shut up, Cree. You hit that button one more damn time, I'll mess you up.
Well, hold on. Now let me let you talk. Go ahead.
And you just don't do certain stuff to family. I don't care if it's from a dude or not. But me personally, it's just like, that's why I said trauma, you can't erase the trauma. Certain trauma you can, some trauma you can't. And that's so many words. I just don't, I'm sorry, excuse my language, but I don't fuck with her, and Creed.
I'm
Don't be
listening.
don't be disrespectful.
But I'm just messing with them, Yummy Gummy. Calm down.
But go ahead, let it all out. Air it out.
But I just like, dude, I just don't mess with them. And that's just what it is. And just like, dude, I just, it's like, for example, at the time I had just my son, and she called a hotline on me for a reason, but at the same time, that was not cause for. So
she called what?
The hotline, Child Division Family Services.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you a question.
What?
Let's say if that person that she called the hotline on wasn't you. Let's just say if y'all two was talking and it was another woman and her child. Would it seem legit? Did she have any legitimacy about the call if it was somebody else?
That was not legit, because if they would have took my son, me and her, I don't know if she okay with it, but I'm just go ahead. We both grew up in foster care.
Okay.
And something happened in her life and something happened in my life, which I already shared mine, but it's up to her. She shared with hers. And you just don't, I mean, it was kind of a legitimate reason, because I'm going to say this, if it was over a dude or whatever, but at the same time, you just don't do that. I don't care how upset it's like she have, not put her business out there, but she got a newborn daughter herself. And, if I would have called the hotline on her and say, she got 2 kids herself, but that's a different story. But if I would have done that same thing to her, she wouldn't like that at all. And I don't care. I don't care how many times you can apologize to a person, but your actions speaks for itself. So I just don't. That's why I said that day you was like, try to call her more. I'm a big thing, a person. If you do, I would not expect that from her, because me and her know how the state of Missouri of foster care is. And you, of all people, I wouldn't do that to. But I'm done. What you was gonna say, Yummy Gummy?
I was going to say, if both of you have been through similar traumas through being in foster care and things of that nature, and you're actually blood family, you really, really should do what it takes to resolve that relationship, especially because you two have been through so many of the same things together. And it does. You're sitting here saying you can't forgive her because she did this, you can't forgive her because she did that, blah blah blah. Look, I caught my sister to bed with my husband on Christmas. So I hang out with my sister. I go on cruises with my sister. I divorced my husband, but I forgave my sister for that. And you have to be able, if you can't do it for her in order to have some kind of relationship with her because she's family and she's been through the same things, forgive her for yourself so that you can feel better about things in life. forgiveness sometimes it isn't about the other person, and you can forgive them. That don't mean you have to let them back in, but you can still forgive them. Sometimes forgiveness is for you.
Okay, can I say something, Yummy Gummy? I'm not trying to cut off Marla or anything, but I understand where she coming from. I understand where you coming from, Yummy Gummy. But I was being a bigger person coming on a public platform. This is
Mm-hmm.
not this is not, you know, a place to tell everybody business or whatever. This is a place where everybody could just vent or whatever. I do go to therapy for my trauma. Ooh, I'm not trying to wake my daughter up. I'm going to therapy for my trauma, what I've been through foster care. I let all this stuff go. I let a lot of stuff go. What Marla did to me as well. I forgive Marla as well because I'm going to therapy the best Billy I can to take care of my daughter the best Billy can. Yes, I have a other oldest daughter. She is coming back in my life as now after 20 years because I'm 32, finna be 32 next Friday. Um, I do forgive Marla and the person who she had a child with, also the daughter she has with. So I do forgive Marla for everything. I express how I felt to Marla and forgive her and all that. I understand she upset and everything, but like I told her over the phone, I told her, I hope you forgive me and all that stuff and blah blah blah. And then, but me and Marla growed up with each other. We around the same age. She just 2 years older than me, and I'm only, 1 year, whatever the math is.
I'm only
But at
1 year older than you, but carry on.
But I'm just saying, of my opinion, I came on here just apologize to you because I couldn't go on your social media and apologize to you or none of that because you blocked me. So I'm not the type of person. I'm trying to be a bigger person and forgive everybody who hurt me at the long run. It don't matter if DFS got called or anything or anything, because at the same time I how I live the best Billy I can, with or without a job or without anything, because I don't ask for nothing. But at the same time, I just want to us to be close like we used to be. But it's what it is, what it is. If she can't forgive me, I forgive myself. I let a lot of stuff go, period. And that's
Well,
how I feel about certain stuff.
that's good for you. That makes you the bigger person, and kudos to you for being the bigger person. And Marla needs to learn how to accept things like that.
I'm gonna
Thank
say
you.
this one time and one time only, and I'm done with it, and we can end this show. You cannot forgive. I mean, people was. I think my sweet Mama G has said it earlier. You know, once a person show you their true colors, it don't matter if the person's drunk or not. So I believe you got one time mess up with me, and that's what it is. But I mean, I kind of, I am kind of a Christian woman, but at the same time, I would not forgive her. I mean, I forgive, I know I forgive her personally, but I will never forget. But at the same time, she just showed me who she really are. So we can end the show, Creed, and I'm done for tonight. Have a nice weekend. God bless you.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Creed, stop
Well,
pushing the button, please.
so Marissa, so now you have the resolution of how Marla feels. You all are very young, still young,
Yes, we are. Yes,
and
we are.
not say that down the road you all may get back as you all go through some more seasons of change and different things. All you can do is, pray about it, and it's okay. If she doesn't want to be close to you or go back to how you were, and it's okay. You're not
Yeah,
gonna look
I'm
in
not.
her
I don't
check.
trip out. I'm not trying to cut you off, Miss Sweet and Mama G.
Mm,
I understand where you coming from. I
mm.
understand. I watch the show all the time, so I understand.
So thank you for that.
What you mean. I know what you mean. If she don't forgive me today in 24, she could forgive me by the time 2058.
I will never
It's going to
forgive you
take time.
personally. I'm sorry.
It's going to take time for a lot of people to let a lot of stuff go. And I'm not dwelling on nothing or anything because I'm happy in my happy place. So I'm not tripping off of people don't want to forgive me right now. And I'm not finna kiss nobody behind it either.
Can I say one more thing? Don't. Not mine. I just shut up. Not mine. I'll leave it alone.
And
No,
it's
we not finna fight it off. We not finna fight about it either. F Harris, we not finna fight about it. I'm not finna fight over nothing. Not
and
finna do it.
and you all. How can I say it? If you all, that's how you feel now, and you are in your right to feel however you all want to feel.
That's right.
We can't change your mind. I ain't trying to change your mind, but it's up to you. And again, like I said, you all are in your 30s. You have children to raise, you have your own personal issues, concerns, traumas, and things. No matter what your similarities are, you got to feel comfortable with your feelings and where you're at. Don't try to do it because, we're bringing you on, you're saying whatever. It's for your safety and your mental health.
Yeah.
Because I cut people off. I ain't lying. But you got to understand where you are in your life. If that's not what Miss Unique Marla wants to do, then that's okay. That's fine. I got people I don't talk
Right.
to. I got people in my family don't know what I do for a living. They don't know where I live at, certain things because your boundaries. And we talked about boundaries. And, she don't want to cross back into that boundary of trusting you for whatever reason, because I don't know the backdrop to the story, but trusting you, that's fine too. You're not gonna live and die because she's not gonna be. Sometimes it can be hurtful in family things, but you gotta live for you and all what
Yes,
your
the fact
boundaries
that
are.
is fact. Yep, that is facts. Yep.
And
That's
I'm
that.
almost for certain that you said you're going to therapy, right?
Yes, I'm going to therapy. I talk to my therapist every Wednesday, and I talk to postpartum depression line. I talk to the my caseworkers. I'll be talking to whoever want to listen to me, and that's why I do to vent it out without holding it in and expressing it and sending text messages and being rude and disrespectful.
And that's
Well,
good. I'm
yeah,
an advocate for mental health for sure. I think you need to. That's your safety and security plan for your mental health. I
Yeah,
applaud you
because I
for
got a
that.
bad
yeah,
anxiety. I got bad anxiety and depression, and
and
so.
and and right now you're actually soothing yourself with this by letting it go. You don't want it to
Yeah,
build up. You know what I'm saying?
nope,
And I mean,
nope.
like I said, I'm sure your therapist wants you to do exactly what you're doing. And then as far as Miss Marla, Miss Marla may come around, she may not. But as long as you did what you were supposed to do, that's what counts. You know what I mean? And
Amen.
Yeah, yeah,
and the other thing is that one thing that I always speak about is time. We are blessed with
Mhm.
time. Sometimes we don't pay attention to how powerful time is. Time heals
hmm
and time tells the truth. Y'all got the truth out of whatever this problem is, and it's going to heal. So you're in the healing phase. Miss Marla may be in the healing phase too. She may not come around fully healed like how you may want her to, but she's going to heal. You're going to heal. You're healing. So just keep in mind that, and just keep up the good work. And maybe some day you guys will bump heads in a positive way and come together again, and leave that behind. Like we was talking about earlier, never bring it up again. Leave it behind, and just
yeah,
keep
yeah.
healing
That's
from it.
why I
So,
do anyway. That's why I say the big word. I don't dwell on things. I just leave it alone and let it go. It don't matter if it happened in 24 or 2000 and 2004, I'll let that stuff go.
Okay.
So,
Right.
So Miss Marla, can I ask you a question?
Yes, fairy godmother. What you want to ask me, sweet Mama G? I'll be shady like free.
I'm just saying, are you receiving the information that's you're hearing? Just receive. I ain't saying you gotta.
I received it, but I just don't. I mean, me personally, like I said, we both grew up, you know. Well, I'm gonna say this. You know, our mothers and sisters, and you know, because like I said, I'm the oldest grandchild or whatever, but I'm receiving it. But you know, I have moved on with the situation, and it just opened my eyes even more about certain things. You know, because she was like my backbone, and that's just what it is. You know, and I'm seeing a therapist as well, and you know, and I just, I mean, I would just never thought she would do certain things to me. So it is what it is.
So it was one thing or multiple things? I don't know.
It was multiple things.
Okay.
So you know,
You know,
I said, you know, I love her to death, but I just, what's that said? I can't even think of the saying right now, but it will come to me eventually next show. But we need to go to bed, and good night.
Good night, Miss Marla. You got to go to bed, girl. Some of us is off.
Well, I love you too, sweet Mama G.
No, but I thank you all for sharing your story, because somebody can get something out of that. You know, some people always rush to kind to put people back together and to be friends or be family. Sometimes you have to go through years of processing and life experiences in order for you to get to the other side. All of us have a backdrop in the story of whatever. And a lot of us come in and we tell our vulnerable moments, you know, so time does heal, and it's up to you whether you're going to have the open heart or a closed heart. But it's up to you. That's your path. Like I said, it took me a lot of years to get over my domestic violence and the anger with my ex-husband, to the point like I could see him now. They're not saying I'm gonna dap him up or anything, but you know, I could be in the same room and still don't care at this point because I've moved on. I evolved. I got so much other stuff to worry about at the 50+ gang, between my knees and my sag nerve and Social Security trying to take my money and baked beans being more than $3. It's not that serious. I get it. And people go through those life situations. But again, it's up to you how you want to handle it. We're not pushing. And some of us are prodding, but a lot of us, I know I'm not pushing because I do therapy with individuals and have been in therapy before. So thank you all for sharing your story. It's very enlightening. It's honestly, it's good to see. It's unique to see, not no pun intended, other cousins that come on the other side, because that one up to the right, yeah, he make my hair turn gray some days. But you know, we can all see the light within, and if not, it's okay. This is not they said we know we go from being related. Everything we're not talking about just platonic or romantic. We do have life situation. That was originally what our show was about, whole life, not just talk about the romantic side of life, because a lot of things from the romantic standpoint stems from just relationship building with people. So our original relationship was a relationship total person, not just a romantic, just people wanted to talk about more juicier things and not talk about worldly things. Like we had somebody did real estate we brought in. We had somebody talk about hormone therapy, medical conditions. We had, what was that lady? She had the little, I can't think of what she was talking about. She wanted to create old.
Oh, you talking about
skin lady?
Yeah, with the smoothie thing.
No, not that crazy one. The other one, she had like black dark hair and she looked different on the picture. I forgot what her top.
Dale.
I guess that's something.
Yeah, it was Dale. Yeah.
So You
What
may
was she
not have
doing
been on,
again?
huh?
I forgot what she was doing. I
Yeah,
forgot.
that's something I can't remember. We get old.
Yeah, that
But
was.
we started off with what was our other show? What was our other
Are you
show
for
name?
real though?
Are
Are
You
you
For
for
Real
real?
though?
Mhm.
And then we had kind of a family squabble, and then it became because I want to talk to Creek for a
Hey,
while.
bro. Hey, bro.
So
Come
now
on.
let's conversation with Creek because he know he better not use my all we did. But you know, things happen. I just learned my boundaries with Creek and what I'm gonna deal with, what I ain't gonna deal with. But we all it was a total show. It wasn't just, and I'm getting tired of talking about certain relationship because I'm talking, you know, some people got some wild ass stories, which I don't believe all the time, but it's more to life than just romanticism because a lot of that can be the impeding factor of growing and having platonic or romantic relationships. Because if your familial relationships are jacked up, more than likely your romantic relationship's going to be the same way.
Let me ask you this, Miss Marissa. Right
Yes, sir.
now, say for instance, you came on and you apologized once, and then now you pretty much apologize again tonight, but you know y'all kind of talked it out, right? And this also to you, Miss Marla. Do you feel as though that this could possibly help or damage the situation y'all coming on here tonight?
No, I don't think it's gonna damage. I don't think it's gonna damage anything. Personally, I don't think it's gonna damage anything. Um, she, you know, um, how to say it? I'm trying to put my words together.
Bruh.
Creek, I'm gonna break that button.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're gonna break all of them, bro.
That's Miss Marla.
Hootie.
Like, oh, her brother, I'm just gonna read something.
All right. So Miss Marla. So until your cousin come back, right? Now, I mean, this show became a meeting for, you know what I'm saying, to meet up and to talk about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would. And I'm gonna ask you because also I think it helped a little bit. I think it was a start maybe for them.
No, it wasn't Creek. I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, I don't care if she was on the show or not. But like I said, she just showed me who the true colors, who she is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it will never be forgiven because it's like she said she have an older daughter, way older than my son, but now she have a newborn. You know, I was hoping one of these days, you know, before me and her fell out personally, you know, that me and her were coming together. You know, maybe our kids can grow together, especially she have a newborn now, even though my daughter is one, but you know, and stuff. But she just showed me who she really is, you know, and I mean, I can't forgive her, like I said, but if I really go in details, but like I said, it's not for the show, especially not on air, you know, and stuff. So, you know, I'm always love her. You know, she will always be family,
Oh,
but
you like almost.
she was a whole. You know, I had to keep my distance. You know, and that's just what it is. It don't, no matter how much she make up to me, don't matter if I unblock her on social media, you take one time to mess up with me. And once you show me, you know, like I said, I learned a whole lot, you know, since I've been back home and stuff. So I don't care you family or not. I give you one chance, and you mess that chance up, that's on you.
Can I ask you a
And
question?
what?
I heard you say you got back with was trying to build a relationship with your baby daddy.
Well, he was trying to build a relationship with me. It
Okay.
depends which one. If you're talking about my son father, he tried to build a relationship with me because, you know, in so many words, he he kind of apologized, but not really. You know what I'm saying?
His
So
apology, but not really. It's starting to break your bond to maybe building back a relationship, and that's a person that's not a family member. What about this person that's your family member?
I don't. You know what, sweet mama Jim, I'll tell you something.
Okay, tell me, girl.
I entertain him just because of my son. Shut up, Creek. But I just entertain it just to be just do that because I don't want my son to like, oh, my mama hate my daddy for so many reasons or whatever, and that's it. No. And I started telling my son, even though, like I said, my son is disabled in so many extent or whatever. But, the older he get, I would tell him, if he wants to know the real truth, it's like his dad had said, the older he get, he would tell him his side, the story of the best he can or whatever. And stuff like that. But he did a lot of worse stuff to me as well, and my mother did. And that's why I'm so hard in relationships. It don't matter if I'm in a romantic relationship or a family relationship or anything, or friendship, and I cherish my friendships and my family, and that's just what it is. But I mean, it's like, okay, my mama did something to me when I was young. Like I said, I shared on the show before. And I'm like, okay, my cousin really did something. I mean, I understand I did stuff to her, but at the same time, I don't care how mad I would have got at her. I wouldn't call a hotline, and she know the rest of the story is. I'm only saying some of the story is, but it's just what it is. I'm done.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you guys. I mean, let me ask you this one last question.
What?
Where was you locked up at?
No, I was not locked up. I said I was in foster care and in Kansas.
No,
for
you had said when you came home, I'm from Baltimore.
When I came home, I said, well, let me say this. When I came back home to St. Louis, when I came home from St. Louis, I came back home to St. Louis in 2020, October the 15th, 2020. That's why I mean coming back home.
Yeah,
I was never in prison.
We thought you was in prison.
No, baby. If I be in prison, I won't be on the screen because I probably murdered some people on this show. Not pointing.
Ma'am, don't put that in the air out here.
I'm just saying. But not the crate. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. We from Baltimore, and that's all we be knowing.
Yeah. But I mean, just like when I came home from Kansas.
Oh, okay.
That's what we took kind of talk in St. Louis. So.
Okay. Well, we appreciate all of you guys.
Thank you so much for coming in and sharing your family stories. Me and Creed are not the only people who had issues and concerns. But as we get older, we got so much of he ain't worried about me and I ain't worried about his foolishness. But we still love each other.
Love my cousin to death.
He get on my nerves every day, but every day we on the show. And I get it. So, like we said, thank you for sharing your story and possibly can heal or push somebody else to maybe get some mental health therapy or maybe forgiveness in their family. But we do thank you all for sharing your stories. I continue to send you positive vibe. Please stay in therapy as long as you need to. If you feel like your practitioner is not a good practitioner, then find someone else. But please maintain and continue that process of healing, however you are finding your healing space, and continue to work on being great parents because we need that, and do the best you can. If you can't, there are a lot of support systems out here that can support you with parenting skills and advisement. So I do advise you to do that as well.
Shout out to Goldie in the building. Goldie come right after all the action.
Yeah, so thank you so much for sharing your thing. Y'all have a wonderful weekend and Memorial Day. Get y'all some business so y'all can stay out of mines. But y'all know it's piece of chicken time, and I gotta do work. So
All right. Have fun
so
studying.
Monday next week, Wednesday to Friday, one of them days I see y'all.
Hey, thank you,
What
cuz.
kind of
It's
music is that?
wonderful.
What kind of music?
That's me, cuz.
What kind of music is that?
You'll find out.
No, I'm not, because I'm about to log off. Good
When
night,
I
everybody.
put the lyrics to it. See y'all. And yeah, mastering self-love.
Hey, Matt Golden, we out. We've been on
it
here
was a
since
good
9
show.
something.
And you could have been a part of this because it was a lot, but we appreciate
Miss
everybody
Marissa.
who
Thank you.
participated. And yes, thank you, Miss Marissa. Thank you so much.
Positive
And
vibes. We get it.
the healing process has already been started. Just
Yep.
let it take its course, and you'll see.
Yeah, and thank you
Miss
for
Malika.
continuing to support. Thank you so much.
Right. All right. We're out of here, y'all. Out of here. I found a little girl on the street. Really?
Who y'all saying that to?
My God.
Wow. Well, hopefully, that you found that, she's in good hands and wow. And had to find her mom. Wow.
Oh, thank you, good. Well, at least you found it. Nobody else that didn't.
Yes. Wow. All right. We'll see everyone.
Very
And y'all have a
positive thing to
great
say,
weekend.
everybody.
Great weekend.
Good night.